I didn't have to drive in traffic last day.
Oh, no? Why is that?
And I just didn't. I came at the most opportune times here. I did I went to the gym this morning. There was no traffic. I went to the UPS store. UPS. That's the one, the brown one. Yeah. I dropped something off. A bug light we didn't need.
A bug light?
Yeah. I wanted a bug light. You know what I mean?
Like a mosquito zapper thing?
Yeah. I had one growing up, and Jenna ordered one, and I was very happy about it. And then we decided we had no place to put it.
That's one of the times you didn't like your roommate.
Yeah. But no, it's you plug it in, so I end up getting one that we recharge.
Okay.
Yeah, and a big hook to put it in the ground with.
Yeah,
I have a
big
lot
hook.
of hooks out back now.
It's very fitting since you're a songwriter. You
Yeah.
deal with hooks all the time.
God, that's awful.
We have 4 sound effects, Tim. Welcome to the club.
Go ahead and pull that microphone up around your mouth, man. Get it up in you there a little bit.
All right.
I want to hear that sweet sounding voice. If it compares to the way you play guitar, it should be absolutely amazing.
It's going to be like butter.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. How are your beverages, gentlemen?
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Which one are you having of the fabulous Jack Daniels?
We're having the Jack Daniels Bonded.
Bonded. Tell us about it, Colt.
Well, it's I don't remember what bonded. It's 4 things. It has to be made in the same state, made with a certain amount of ingredients like rye, barley, corn, and it has to be at least 4 years aged. And the 4th one is totally escaping me.
I feel like you made most of that up, but that's okay. Yeah.
Well, there's an internet for that. So if you want to know what bonded whiskey is, give it a Google. I'm sure they would appreciate your query.
And we'd like to thank Jack Daniels for always listening to us.
Yeah, we love Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
We love their products.
We have toured that Jasper Newton facility out there. Have you been there? Mm-hmm. It's badass, right?
It's really awesome.
Yeah. A smell got me toward the 3rd day because we were up in the Airstreams right next to the mash where they take all the old mash.
Yeah.
And they have big silos of it. And it's quite an intense smell in the morning.
Yeah, the fresh mash is definitely more pleasant than the old mash they're discarding and turning into cow feed or whatever they do with it.
That's my nickname in high school.
Cow feed?
Old Mash.
No.
Comes David Old Mash Tolliver. Welcome to Twangtown. I am David Tolliver.
And I'm Colt Mirsky.
Tall Brewski.
And today we have with us Tim Galloway.
That's 2 of 4.
Dude, we're high dollar here.
We are so high budget.
We have 4. You may hear all 4 sound effects today.
Get the quadfecta.
Yeah. What you been doing today?
I played a little guitar today.
Did you? Did you play on some sessions?
Did a couple little overdub things and
Nice.
come here to hang out.
Nice.
So in studio stuff, or were you working remotely?
Both.
Yeah.
I was at the house this morning. They went over to RCAC to do some acoustics for a friend, and
Nice.
now I'm here.
Awesome.
Dude.
Easy day.
I did a first session in 2 or 3 years. I mean, I did one when I first signed at Curb, and then I did another one last week. And it was so refreshing. Now, when the last place I wrote, I would do one about every other day. Every other day. I think my red balance is ridiculous. But Tim McGraw's got a lot of money, so it doesn't matter.
7 figures isn't that ridiculous.
It's really not. And those were high-quality demos.
I mean, Tim can afford it.
Yeah.
What's $1 million to David Tolliver?
Yeah. Tim has an island.
Yeah.
He's fine. And abs now.
Do you think he wears fur coats on his island?
He's not as cool as me.
Okay. David always said if he won the lottery, he's going to buy an island and a fur coat.
Yeah.
And he's going to wear his fur coat on his island, and that's it.
And everybody that comes to the island gets a fur coat.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
But you have to give it back.
It's the excessiveness of it, Tim. It's just, I mean, I may not tell you I won the lottery, but you will know.
There will be signs.
There will be signs.
Fur coat.
Yeah.
On an island.
Where are you from?
North Carolina.
What part?
Charlotte. Close to Charlotte.
Yes, been there.
Yeah.
Played with Dennis DeYoung and Styx.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they had we opened up for him. It was a very odd pairing, you know. Well, I guess not. But it was for that race they have over there.
Yeah, Speed Street.
Yeah. One in 600, 500, 300s or something like that.
Do they have car races in North Carolina?
Do you think?
Isn't that like the headquarters?
Pretty sure that's where it started. Yeah.
Is that where? Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I think
right.
that's where it started.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
Oh man, it's cool. I like it over there. It's very similar to where I grew up, East Kentucky, Southeast Kentucky. I mean, you get the corners over there in Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Kentucky, and we're all about the same people. Yeah. Yeah.
I was just out there in February, and we were in Durham. Yeah. It's a nice town. I've never really spent any proper time there, and really clean, really nice. A lot of great restaurants and bars.
Terrible schools. Awful schools.
So everybody moved there instead of Nashville. It'd be great.
I don't think they're going to, man. Yeah.
It's worth a try.
Yeah. Did you play music growing up?
I did.
Did you play guitar? When did you start playing guitar?
What time of day was it?
Yeah.
Probably a teenager.
You were a teenager?
But I played drums before that.
I hear that so much.
Wait, didn't Dave have the same thing? Wasn't he a drummer?
Ira was.
Yeah. Dave Cohen? Do you know?
I don't know.
I think Dave plays I think when you're born in Canada, you have to play everything.
Yeah. Keytar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gil Buda. He did the Suzuki learning thing.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking
Maybe,
of.
yeah. Because Gil Buda does all things.
Yeah.
So teenage years, you started playing guitar. You played drummer, and you're like, screw it, I don't want to do this anymore.
I just kind of did as much of anything and everything I could.
Yeah.
And I'd go fill in, play drums with a band, play guitar with a band, and somehow I just got busier playing guitar.
Yeah. Do you remember your first band?
I would just fill in with bands.
Yeah.
It's like I'd play in a house band at like a dive bar where they'd kill one a week or something like that.
How old were you when you were doing this? Come on.
18, 19.
Oh, so it wasn't like a 12-year-old you had to stand outside.
No.
Okay. So you were almost of legal drinking age.
Almost.
Yeah. I guess it's 18 you can serve alcohol maybe. I don't know.
What?
I don't know what the ABC things are. I haven't worked at a restaurant in a long time. I don't know how old you are, Tim. I don't know.
I mean, he might have been out there chain smoking some cigs or something.
He could have been. He's over there freebasing in the corner, you know?
I was pretty straight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't grow up and playing in church?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I moved here, again, just like bar gigs, I'd go fill in and play with a bunch of church bands.
Man, you can't
Nice.
turn my Longhorns upside down like that.
Absolutely. What you can do is just throw it away.
What is that? I was like, what you showing us?
Well, it's
For those who can't see, I have these two Longhorn pillows on the couch that Tim is sitting on, and he keeps turning them upside down like he's an OU fan or something. He's about to get kicked out here.
Man, I can't wait till you guys get welcomed into the SEC this year.
Why?
Because you're going to get your ass kicked.
You're a Kentucky fan. It's not like y'all are kicking anybody's ass.
Well, I'm not a football powerhouse either. Basketball, we're going to work you over.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Let's have this conversation in
I
November. and see
can't
what's
wait
up.
till Texas goes to Georgia and just gets walloped with a WH.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
I think Oklahoma and Texas got a rude awakening.
Maybe. And if so, that's fine.
It's
You know,
fine. I'm fine. You're fine.
I'm not worried about it.
I don't know. I'm talking a lot of shit right now. I have no
know.
idea. Yeah.
I know. You're a basketball guy. You don't even know what a football looks like.
Yeah, I know that a basketball rounds and it bounces, right? Yeah. So Carolina, did you grow up like a Carolina fan, Duke fan, Wake Forest? You got like 8,000 schools to choose from over there.
Nope, did not care.
No
one bit.
affiliation.
Never cared.
Not a sports guy?
Independent
Not
state.
really.
No.
No, I learned early on, even in elementary school, when Duke and Carolina would play, people would get in fights.
Yeah.
They'd wear shirts. I'm like,
Not for me.
It looks like a lot of aggression.
Just gonna go play
there
guitar
was a
and
lot of
drums.
aggression.
Yeah.
So,
Did you? How long after you played drums did you switch to guitar?
well, I was probably 12.
12 years
or
old.
so and started playing.
Nice. Did it come to you naturally? Were you just like,
No.
did you have to work hard at it?
I had to work a lot harder at guitar
Yeah.
than anything else.
Yeah, I feel you.
So
Yeah, it took a while for it to click. I'm still not very good, but I've been playing for 20-some years now. So you would think I would be better.
Yeah.
It's the whole practice thing that I can't get down.
Yeah, you're getting there.
I practice at shows. I practice, when I'm writing songs or something in the room.
It helps. Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
it
the
does.
chops up.
I learned that I'm a better piano player than I'm a guitar player last year, though. It just piano came so natural. It's ridiculous.
Because you didn't start till like what, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw your first live performance with a piano. Right around.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
It was.
Cried.
I did cry. It was better than Cats. Well, it sounds great in theory. You're like, I'm going to play piano in front of a live crowd. Well, I was playing Writers' Night at the listening room, and one of my co-show people, I don't know what you call it, one of the writers that was with me is Matt Alderman, and I didn't realize that Matt played a very tiny, like a MIDI keyboard. So I'd learned,
like track rig,
Yeah, I'd learned on I have a Donner piano at the house, electric. It's weighted keys. It's wonderful. Matt's is not that. He has
like the Casio keyboard.
He basically
vibe.
has a Casio keyboard, and I got over there, and I'm so far into it, you can't stop. Yeah. You're like, well, I got to do this shit now.
I'm committed.
And it was like a silverback gorilla just over there wearing that little thing out. And everybody clapped. I don't know if it was if they were just doing
No,
it.
It was good. I would tell you if it wasn't.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. It was great.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah. We have a piano there now. I may play it.
It didn't seem like it was your first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you played in bands for a little while.
A little bit.
What kind of music were you guys playing?
Anything. I'd go sub with a band playing Merle Haggard covers.
Yeah.
Then playing STP covers or
nice.
whatever. Just anything.
Just top 40 shit.
That's Stone Temple Pilots for people who don't know the lingo.
Yeah. Sorry to be so advanced over here.
You are. It's fine.
What a band, though.
They were amazing.
Did they didn't use click, did they? When they track?
I don't think so.
You could tell, but it works. I mean,
Right.
have you ever tried that in like sessions? You ever had anybody been like, turn the click off?
Yeah, I've had a few.
How'd it work out?
With the right people, it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's not, it's
So you're
really
saying
rough.
you're not the problem. It's the people around you that are the problem.
I'm always going to view myself as the problem, first of all. If something's not working.
See, Tim's too nice.
He is very nice.
Tim's like literally one of the nicest people I've ever met.
He may be the nicest person we've had on.
Like, I forget what we were doing. We were hanging out somewhere. I think it was me, you, Kelsey, and maybe some other people. And we had I think we were at Tin Roof or something. There's some leftover food. And then Kelsey calls me later on or the next day. He's like, hey, did you know that Tim took that food to the homeless shelter? He's like, Kelsey's like, I thought I was a nice guy. But he's like, Tim is next level nice guy.
That was when he was putting a band together, and they had all those sandwiches for
it was
the
rehearsal.
auditions.
Yes, it was rehearsal.
The
so
rehearsals are
regardless.
It was
and I had all these leftover.
I was gonna throw it away. I'm like,
what was it? Jimmy John's sandwiches, a whole bunch. Because nobody was eating them. I thought they would eat them. And so he went and took them and gave them to the homeless place.
Dude,
or a homeless person or something. I was like,
look at you.
Tim.
couldn't let them go to waste.
No. I mean, but some people would be like, oh, I'm taking that home. I'm going to smash this for the next 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
But Tim's like, no, I'm going to go do what Jesus would do and give it to the homeless people who are hungry.
Wow.
And that thought never even crossed my mind, even though I would have no problem doing that.
I mean, I like you, I think, more than a friend right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not in a weird way. But
David's pants are wiggling.
No, oh my God. So weird. That's just from having a flaccid urethra.
What?
When you get to a certain age, you have a flaccid bladder, flaccid urethra. When you try to stop it and you think it's done, and then you go to set everything back in motion and
Just keeps on rocking.
It wasn't done.
The stream keeps flowing.
You're like, why is that in there now? I don't like that.
I don't know how we got on this.
A little moist, huh?
You a little moist down there?
No.
A little damp?
No. No. You had no idea what you were walking into
This
today,
is an
did you?
educational experience.
Yeah, man, we're full of just shit.
Love it. I love
Yeah.
A lot of it.
So you played in bands. You were like, I got this. I think I can do this. When did you move here to Nashville?
Okay, I'll give the short version of the story.
Give us the long version. Just tell us about you, bro.
So I was playing in a house band in North Carolina. I had a weekend off. A friend of mine wanted to move here to write.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what are you doing next weekend? I'm moving to Nashville. It's
Pull
like,
the mic a little closer to
You
him.
want to come help me move? Like, sure.
You got pizza, beer. Yeah.
Helped him move up here,
Yeah.
and we went down to Broadway. And this was 2005. There's like 4 places to play.
Huh.
So had you, sorry to interrupt, but at this point, had you considered doing the Nashville thing? You're just like, I'm just going to help a buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't even,
Because Tim is the nicest human being of all time.
Yeah.
Didn't think of any, had no plan.
Right.
And went and sat in on Broadway, started playing, and a couple guys I'd met was like, hey, you don't live here, you should move here, because they'd call out songs and I would
you're
be
right
able to
there
get
on the
through
spot.
them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't really think I would be able to handle it.
Yeah.
So anyway, stayed in touch, came out, visited, saw some of the same people, sat in, played again, and gave my number to people that asked for it. I started getting calls for gigs and actually got my name thrown in for some auditions.
Oh, nice.
I was like, well, if I'm getting that, maybe I should just go ahead and move.
Yeah.
So I
What were you doing before? Like, what was your career
North
path?
Carolina,
Yeah.
I didn't have one. I worked at a music store part-time. I went to school a little bit, worked at a music store. I taught lessons on my own, and I'd play 3, 4, 5 nights a week.
Okay.
Nice.
I'd almost done anything I could do where I was at.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine asked me when I was moving. I said, I'll drop everything in 2 weeks, move here, and I started covering his gigs downtown. I've been busy since, either that, touring, sessioning, whatever.
Yeah.
Man, it's a different,
2006, it's been busy.
it's a different time back then. Yeah.
Very. I
It's,
couldn't imagine doing it now.
man, no. I don't even like going downtown now.
It's so
much
different.
less trying to, because back then we could park on the street down there. We could load and unload into the clubs, whatever. People didn't care. There was no, it wasn't the madhouse it is today.
There wasn't 10,000 people on Broadway drinking at noon.
No.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
I met you downtown originally
Really?
at the stage.
Do I remember this?
Maybe not. Maybe not, but I totally remember it.
Do you really? Okay, let's hear it. Let's jog some memories here.
It's like, what, Monday night rock band or something?
I don't know.
And it's like, Cole Swindell, maybe?
Oh, shit.
Anyway, you gave me your card as a publisher here.
Nice.
And I didn't think you'd remember that. I don't think I'd even mentioned it.
Man, if I was with Cole Swindell, then I already know.
Do you still have cards?
Well, no, this was probably pre-2018 at least, because I think the last time I had one was 2018 at the latest.
I mean, this was 2000. He was still doing merch for Luke.
Oh, was he really?
Wow.
This was that far back. This was 2006, 7, 8, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
It was way back.
Well.
Wow. 7, I would
And
think.
you said we were at the stage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were.
If I was at the stage, then there was some...
You had that stare going on.
What were you...
I don't even remember why I was there.
Wow.
I must have been playing or got done playing or
Yeah. Okay.
Was this an evening occurrence?
Oh, yeah.
very much.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, Colt was.
That's funny. I don't remember that, but I'm glad you do.
Yeah.
Do you still have my card?
That was well before I started drinking, so I remembered a lot more than I do now.
I was quite
So what drove
clear.
you to drinking? Let's go down this lane. Let's play therapy session.
Being a musician in Nashville.
There you go.
I think,
That's
good
it.
Lord. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I wonder,
Yeah.
I wonder if I was with Lee. Me and Lee used to go down to the stage a lot.
Yeah. I remember. I don't know. It was like
I don't know, but you would remember better because obviously you were over.
4 or 5 years ago. I walked into Losers. It was me and Chad. We had played somewhere, and I wasn't really paying attention. And I walked over, and this dude stops me. He goes, "Hey, man." I was like, "What's up, dude?" I was just, again, not paying attention. He's like, "Man, what, y'all play?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's so good." It's like, "Man, I just want to let you know, dude. I've been a big fan of yours for a while. It's awesome." I'm like, "Cool,
I know
man."
where this is going.
I'm like, "Cool." I'm like, "Well, man, I just kind of blew him off. I appreciate it.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah, keep on trucking." I walked over to the bar and ordered, and he goes, "What'd you and Cole talk about?" I was like, "What?" He goes, "It's Cole Swindell." I was like, "Oh shit, man!" For some reason, I didn't recognize him. Maybe his face was different then.
Did you not have his hat on?
No, he had his hat on. He always has a hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was real dark in there, and I was probably drunk.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it
That's
tends
a
to
thing.
distort faces, I think.
And memories.
Yeah, good old Cole. So you moved here. You start playing downtown. When did you play your first session? Do you remember that session?
I do. It was maybe a month later, a guy was playing with downtown.
A month after moving here?
Was writing.
Wow.
And was doing a demo session, and they couldn't find anyone to play electric and called me to do it. And I had no business being there at all. In fact, as the guy called me, I'm like trying to talk him out of having me because I had no idea I didn't even know what a session player really was when I moved here.
And you probably couldn't even read the charts, right?
Oh, everybody
Did you
was
know
done by the time I figured it out.
Okay.
I knew it.
You knew the number system?
Well, I knew it, but I wasn't just going to be able to sit down and just play it once.
Yeah. How'd it go?
Well, the people I've seen some of the same people that played on it. They didn't remember it going as bad as I did. So
Yeah.
that's probably good.
That's good.
Yeah.
But
It's very intimidating.
Man, I
Fake
got
it
a
till
lot
you
to
make it,
learn.
baby. Yeah.
So it's good to have my ass kicked.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. I walked out of my first session. Got hired to sing a demo vocal, and I had no idea what I was doing. And it was for Tony Tolliver.
Who?
Tony Tolliver. Remember Tony?
No.
He was like an artist on Curb, I think. Yeah, he was an artist for a while, wrote a bunch of songs, played piano. Yeah, his last name was Taliaferro, but he changed it to Tolliver.
Okay.
To my last name. But I met him through Chad.
He's a big fan of yours.
Yeah. So I went in to do this. I went in to sing this demo, and they were, I had no idea what to do. I was in a room by myself. It was in a house. And I heard him talk, and they start playing. I start singing. He's like, "Hold on, man. You're not supposed to sing yet, David." I was like, "Oh, shit." So I got so nervous, and I ended up faking a phone call. I was like, "Man, I got to go. I think my mom's sick. I'm going to have to head on out."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very intimidating, especially when you get a bunch of guys together that played before and, they know what they're doing.
And you're the one guy that definitely has no idea.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it worked well enough to where you got invited back to some other ones.
Eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the first big session you played on? Like you were like, look, that was like a record or, for a huge rider or
Huge artist, you mean?
huge artist. Yeah, huge artist. Not like in stature, but like in
Just,
hugeness.
is it bad if I don't remember?
That's fine too.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. You've played on a lot.
Slowly but surely. I'm working at it. I still feel new.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get 2023 Acoustic Guitar Player of the Year.
Yeah, what's
just by
that?
slowly
What's that bullshit
kicking
about?
ass.
Humble ass. Just over here kicking ass.
I'm just grateful to be invited
How
to the
did
party.
that feel?
Stop being so nice, Tim.
How did
Brag
that
on
feel
yourself.
when you won that shit?
Shocking.
Was it some valid? I get it.
I mean, it really was. So, even getting nominated, I woke up one morning and I start seeing these texts. It said, "Congrats." I'm like, "What the hell?" Like, I'm out of it. I
Yeah.
had no idea what was going on. So finally, no one said what for.
Right. Just
So finally,
congrats.
I actually called Tommy Cecil because he was one.
Oh,
I was
Lord.
like, he's like,
You called Tommy
I was like,
to
Tommy,
find out what was going
Of
on in
all
the
I was
world?
like,
people.
Tommy, what the hell is this all about? That's how I found out.
Nice.
Wow.
He's like, you really don't know? I'm like, no,
He's
I
like,
just keep seeing
bro,
stuff.
how do you not even know you just won?
No, that was the nomination part. But
Yeah.
the winning part was on a session, and
Oh, okay.
I think it was like Saul and a couple guys like mentioned. Janae sent me a text, and I didn't expect anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, that's great.
Very, very grateful. So
He beat out Elia.
I think everybody should beat out Ilya.
Yeah.
I'm just
I forget who else was
kidding.
nominated, but I saw Ilya's name and I was like, oh.
Dude, he's dude. That's a talented cat right there. So that's
everybody that's in that list I've looked
Yeah.
up to and learned from.
Well,
and
that's what we talk
very, very
about.
grateful to even be and have my name in the
mean,
list of the same people.
We throw it around a lot, but I mean, New York's got some talented people. LA's got some talented people. Atlanta, there's talented people in every place. But Nashville seems, and I've worked in a lot of these places, Nashville has the most talented musicians, I think, in the United States and maybe in the world. Just that do it every day and
sure.
do it at a
Yeah.
certain level.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the pure music, like not programmed, You know, like these are real authentic musicians. I mean, just killing it.
Getting in there. And I'm talking, these dudes will play downtown. They'll play on the road. They'll play in sessions. It's the same dudes, you know? And
it's shocking how many like musicians will go down to Broadway and play. You know, it's like, you guys just got off the road. Some guys will go play at Broadway. Then they go into a session. It's like, how? Why? You don't have to do all that.
And when I moved here, when it was, you know, just a few places to play, that was where a lot of guys were on the road. They'd come play, and that was kind of how I ended up getting on the road. I was like, if I hang out down here and like play with these guys, like that's a good way to learn.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite honky tonk you played at?
Probably played at Second Fiddle a bunch, or the stage. Or
sorry.
I helped Scott Merchkowski lose his credit card in there one night.
You lost his dignity.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first artist you went out on the road with? I mean, you were like, oh, this is cool.
A guy named Andy Griggs.
Andy Griggs.
Were you with him when he stole the ambulance?
I don't know the story.
No.
What happened?
You don't remember that?
I don't remember it.
Oh,
just like I don't remember meeting Tim at the stage.
Well, long story short, Andy got drunk, stole an ambulance.
Did he really? He's like, take this, Kenny and Tim. Well, look what I can do.
Were you with him?
No.
Do you remember the story, though?
I've heard the story. I remember talking to him about it.
Expound on it a little bit there for us.
I don't know if I remember it that well.
Okay, you tell your version, and then David's going to tell his version.
I
remember somewhere in the middle of the
remember
truth.
talking to him about it, but I can't recall a whole lot about it.
No, he was not in the right frame of mind, and there was an ambulance there, and it looked like it needed to be taken. So he took it for a little ride.
Nice.
Yeah. We've all done stupid shit.
Hopefully nobody needed it.
I mean, remember Kenny and Tim? That's basically what launched Kenny Chesney's
police
career.
Force. Yeah.
Well, they didn't really steal it. They just rode away on it.
Well, that's stealing.
Borrowed.
Yeah, borrowed.
I mean, if you got in a cop car and just borrowed it, they would say you stole my car.
We when we were out with Tim, it was us and Faith, and Taylor Swift was out some, and we were in Arizona. We were playing Phoenix, and just outside Phoenix, there was a guy that sold these little pit bikes. So it was basically
pit bike.
Pit bike.
What is a pit bike?
It's a motorcycle. It's like it's like a dirt bike, but it was a 125 on a 70 frame. So they were short and little, but would haul ass.
Yeah.
So I got one. Chad got one. A couple other band members got one. We would all ride them. We'd ride them around, outside the venue. Well, we bought McGraw one. And we were playing the arena, Humongo Dome, whatever it is, there in Phoenix. And we took it down to his dressing room, and we filled it up with gas. We were like, we're going to see what happens. So this is one of the situations where we would play an outside stage as well as the inside. And we had played the inside, and we were doing the after party outside. Speaking of cops and Tim, we're on stage playing, and we hear, "Wing." Here comes Tim humming across the parking lot in front of us with like 7 cops chasing.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, dude. It was hilarious. We knew he was going to get it out. We thought he'd ride it around in the arena.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm out. And dude, these cops were chasing him. Had no idea who he was. And this was,
I love this story.
This was when Tim was still drinking, and he was a little pudgy, he was just hauling ass, man. And he came over beside the stage, and all these cops were running over, and finally they realized who he is.
They turn around.
Oh God! Like, what are you going to do when you catch him? I mean, you're going to take him to jail.
Where was this?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
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 Fun.
Yeah. I just tangent.
So what do you just get off the bike and get on stage with you guys or something?
No.
No, just hung out.
Just hung out.
Yeah.
He liked to hang out with us then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Must have been nice.
Faith didn't like him to hang out with us though.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe we're bad influences.
I have a reason.
So you were out on the road for a while. Andy Griggs. Who was your next one?
How long? Andy for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a few months.
Boy, he's a talented cat, right?
He's such a great
singer.
His voice would rattle the bus windows.
Yeah.
Like he was such a strong singer. I'd auditioned with a guy named Jason Michael Carroll, and I was out doing radio stuff with him from This was 2006.
Alyssa Lies.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
So I was doing radio stuff with him up through the end of the year. And I was with him probably 3 years.
Yeah. Nice.
I went out with Josh Turner for a bit, for about a year and a half or so. The first question he asked me was if I was a Duke or a Carolina fan. Oh. And I told him I didn't really have a team. He's like, "You're like Switzerland." He didn't like that answer.
What is he? Is he from Carolina?
He's from South Carolina.
South Carolina. Well, he didn't count.
Clemson fan.
A Clemson fan. Psh, I guess. Yeah.
I went out with Jake Owen for a little bit after that.
Well, you just had some really good singers, didn't you?
Yeah.
Good Lord, huge voices.
Went out with Gary Allan for a few years.
That dude's a trip.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
And then at that end of that, it was kind of like time to stay in town and do sessions.
You hit the session.
It's time to do something different.
What year was that you started hitting the sessions pretty hard?
So Gary broke you. Good to know.
2014, 14 or 15.
Yeah. They were still hitting, sessions were still going pretty hard back then.
Oh, yeah.
And I was doing them when I was when I was in town.
Yeah.
And it was kind of getting to a point. The last year I was out with Gary, every session I missed, I'd put in my calendar.
Yeah.
And I was like doing the math, like, I think I could make this work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I hear that a lot, man. Guys are just like, I don't really want to do that bus thing. I don't want to go out on the road. I mean, you can't wait to get on the bus when you first get here. You want to get out on the road and, stop at a truck stop, get out, and people wonder who the hell you are. Mm-hmm. And then about 40 days in on that bus, you're like, get me out of here, man.
Dude, that's a whole different lifestyle.
I can't watch any more Animal Planet.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done it more than like a weekend at a time. Oh. But it's like after that 3 days, you're just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, at least for me, it's like I'm good for the next 6 months minimum.
And a lot of people, I mean, if you're on a big tour, you don't get to come home much because if you're a new artist, you can't really afford to fly back and back out, so you're just out there. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's
California to Nashville is a long.
Oh, dude, I flew back. We ended the tour in California. I was like, "There's no way, can't do that."
Going in debt.
Yeah. Did you play acoustic on these, or are you playing electric?
Played acoustic some with Jason, played electric with Jason.
Yeah.
Josh played electric. Jake, I played acoustic, banjo, electric. Gary, I played electric.
Nice.
What years were you out with Jake?
Maybe 2011 for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Right when Barefoot Blue Jean Night was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's
like
that time.
Ginormous song.
Slammed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when he first came out, I was like, man, he's got such a cool voice.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize he had a twin.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah. I saw them together one time. This is not good for me. I gotta quit drinking. No. So you started doing the session stuff hard 2014, and you've done well at it. I mean, to win ACM, that's no small feat. So congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you working on now? Are you doing a lot of session stuff these days? That's your thing?
That's it. It.
Are you going out on the road anymore? Much at all?
Every now and then I'll go out on the road, and if I can cover a gig or something, I'll do it. I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
Like I went out and I think I played the CMT Awards with Little Big Town a couple months ago.
Dude,
banjo.
Nice.
How good are those people?
I love them.
They're some of my favorite people on the face of the earth.
Mine too.
Like people-wise or singing-wise?
Both.
Yeah.
They're amazingly talented.
Yeah.
No, they're just
people.
They're just some of the most humble, nicest people. Every time I see them, they give me a hug. I'm like, how do you still know who I am? But they're just wonderful people. And I remember seeing them at 3rd and Lindsley, like when they got a deal, and then I think it may have gone away, and they were like playing a show at 3rd and Lindsley, just playing there every once in a while. Like, this is huge. And then Boondocks came out, and they hit, and it just rightfully so. They should be where they are because they deserve it, man. They deserve it.
Yeah, they had a bumpy start, but they really took off once it grabbed hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Philip's Trip.
I don't know any of those guys.
Dude, Philip is, I don't know how he is now, but man, we did a couple cruises together with him, and my man. Yeah. Oh,
He likes to party.
He would party with us.
Good.
Yeah.
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 Makes life more fun.
It does. Excess on occasion is exhilarating.
Yeah.
Prevents moderation from acquiring a deadening effect.
Yeah. I've read that somewhere.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not really that smart. I said it one day to Colt, and he was like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, it's the liquor barn slogan from Lexington." It was.
It's really great.
It was when I went to college at UK, the best college of all time that I dropped out of. But we would go to the liquor barn, and it was their thing on the wall, basically telling you to be a lush and just drink a lot, and then you won't drink every day. How is this a thing?
Hey, whatever it takes to sell the booze, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you working on right now that you're excited about? Have you hit some stuff? You can be honest.
Let's see.
It's fine.
Did some new Nate Smith stuff last week.
Oh, nice.
It's always great.
He's pretty decent.
Yeah. I think he's going to do it.
He might hit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was last week. Kelsey's record.
Kelsey, Hart, yeah.
Oh, another great
This is
dude.
how I first remember meeting Tim was through Kelsey Hart, because you had played on a demo session, I think, or somehow maybe Kelsey might have even known you before then. But I remember him
through Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. But I remember first meeting you, and I was like, "Oh, Tim is such a good dude." And you've been a part of Team Kelsey since before he even had kind of much going on.
Yeah. Because I met him, me and Matt Alderman.
Yeah.
Kelsey did some acoustic stuff for like a video content.
Yeah.
And then Tommy would have me play on his demos or whatever when he was doing it. And
Yep.
Wow.
And now you're playing on all the masters.
Yeah, that was, 2018, 19?
Probably, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
God, I can't. That doesn't seem like it should be a while.
It really doesn't. But he's doing great.
Dude, Kelsey's salt.
He's tearing it up.
You had some huge, great voices. How do you do this? You just gravitate toward them, or they just find you?
Stay out of the way.
I just accent. I play diamonds every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on diamonds?
Yeah.
That's what it needs. It's what it needs.
You can't rattle this guy.
Do you end on the 5 or the 4? I don't know. Yeah. God, man. Yeah. Where's your favorite place to eat in Nashville? Ah, gotcha.
Been craving Deg Tie lately.
Oh,
Wait, what's this?
Deg Tie
on Nolansville.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard of this place.
Good stuff.
Which part of Nolansville? Like Latino Nolansville? Yeah.
It all meshes into one now. Yeah. It's down toward the zoo area there.
Oh, Grassmere? Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Eating that. Yeah, I like Deg Tie.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, man.
That's a journey getting over there.
Well, not really. I mean, if you live over there.
Anytime I work at Keystone, like Average Joe's, or doing
for
them.
Yeah.
That's where you go for lunch.
Nice.
See how smart Tim is too.
Yeah.
Efficient.
Tim is
Close.
Do you ever eat any
echelon of human beings?
Ever eat any ramen or pho?
Never been to
ramen. Yeah, it's good stuff.
What's your favorite place around here?
Like if you had to go eat lunch.
Like if you're at Ocean Way or Curb Studios, like where are you going? Don't say Tyson, because I know I saw you there once.
I have been there once.
It's so good. Inconvenient.
It's good.
It's
right
convenient. Try to avoid it, but always end back there.
They have a delightful crab rangoon.
Yeah, they're little dumplings.
Taco Mamacita's was really easy over there when it was over there.
That was
it was walking distance. It was
good margarita.
Okay, a little marg in between sessions.
They
doesn't make you a bad person.
Little taco.
Do you guys drink in between sessions?
Definitely used to be. Much more than now. I only drink when I'm having to speak now. Okay. Mostly. Velvet Taco is pretty great.
I haven't been there yet.
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't been there.
I have not. Dude, I get out of here. When I'm not here, I get out of here. I go back to Brentwood area and
we'll have to go over there one day. Maybe we'll get Tim to go with us.
We go to Ichi a lot.
Oh,
have you been there? It's down the street from Losers and Winners and all that, in that bottom of that hotel.
You know, like if you go down Division and it makes that sharp turn to get on 21st.
Okay.
If you just keep kind of going a little bit to the left.
I saw that the other
What
day.
hotel is that a part of?
I looked it up every time because I could never remember it.
But it's Ichigo Ichi. And if you go there during lunch, typically there's hardly anyone there. So you get in real quick, get your food quick. But all the sushi we've ever gotten there is really amazing. I don't think we've gotten anything other than sushi, though, have we?
No. I have not. And it's absolutely amazing.
And I think starting next month, they teamed up with this amazing, like, Chinese chef who's supposed to, like...
The Henley Hotel.
Henley. Yeah, they're supposed to broaden their menu and have some really nice Chinese dishes as well. So, I don't know. We'll have to get over there and try it out.
I hope they don't screw it up.
Yeah, I don't know. My recall's not what it used to be, but I think I read that on Instagram. So, hopefully it's right.
Look at this.
If you're in town, go to Ichigo Ichi, but not during lunchtime because that's when David and I go.
Yeah.
We don't want everybody crowding us.
I've been in there at dinner, and it's a lot more people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went 3 times 1 week. That's too many. It's too many.
It's better to go there than to Dairy Queen.
I haven't been back to Dairy Queen.
But there was a time.
I did.
In a world.
There's a story here.
In a world. No.
I'm a very Dairy Queen like 3 times in 1 week.
I'm a very impulsive person. Mm-hmm. It's a fault. And I went, like, there's one out by my house. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm going to go to Dairy Queen and I'm going to get a Blizzard, large Oreo Blizzard.
And? A Blizzard and?
Well, I hadn't planned on it, but I got the large Oreo Blizzard, and I was like, I'm going to eat this when I get to the house. I better have some road food. So I got a small vanilla chocolate dip cone to eat on the way home.
Okay.
And then a couple days later, I was like,
man, that was an amazing experience.
That was really good. So I did it again. I was like, wow, that's a lot. And then I came in here one day and I wrote, and I had a couple hours to kill. So I drove down West End, just blah, 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 killing time, and forgot that there's a Dairy Queen right at 440.
Forgot, air quotes. Yeah.
So I pulled in and I was like, you know what? This is too much. I'm not doing this. I tried to pull back out and come back here, and traffic was blocked up going back toward the row. So I had to turn right out of there, and somehow my car turned right back in to the parking lot.
Yeah, it did, baby.
And I went in, and I did the same thing again. Now, I have gotten on, that was quite a few months ago. I've gotten onto a health kick now. I am, trying to be better about what I eat. AG1 greens every morning, which is an amazing product. It's making me feel wonderful. And I work out, do my thing. You look like you keep yourself very well, Tim.
Oh, I need to do better.
But I'm not proud of my Dairy Queen trips. That one little area of time in life. That was a season, I guess they'd call it.
Yeah,
David
had a season of weakness, and
had
it's
a
fine.
season.
We still love him for it.
Yeah, it was awful.
Do you have a favorite Blizzard flavor? Are you team Oreo?
I mean, Oreo's superior to everything.
Oreo's pretty solid.
Yeah. It has everything you need. Yeah.
It has the extra cream,
the chocolate,
little chocolatey cookie goodness.
You get the other ones; they get too sweet.
Reese's is a good second place.
I'm not a
Reese's cups, not the pieces.
I like Reese's. I like those by themselves. I don't want them in my ice cream. I don't want nuts in my cookies.
You're borderline un-American with that statement, but that's
fine. I am
fine.
not. I have an eagle at the house.
David eats fried bald eagles.
Every morning.
We're not supposed to mention that.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Yeah.
You're a North Carolina guy. Come on, you got some weird stuff out there.
Oh,
Possum.
It didn't come from there.
No.
Oh, okay. Do tell.
I mean, escargot or something like that. When we do radio tour with Jason, they'd take us to these fancy restaurants. And
oh, yeah.
Escargot?
Yeah.
They're fine. If they're cooked right, they're fine.
I don't know.
They're not like our snails you get out here and you get crawling in the backyard.
If I've had escargot, it's been a long time.
It's a different thing. Oh, they're good.
What's your favorite venue you've ever played?
Say the Ryman.
Ryman?
Yeah.
Out of anywhere you've ever been? Yeah, out of anywhere you've ever been? I mean, Ryman's strong. Don't get me wrong. That's one of my favorite venues I've ever seen a show at. I've never gotten to play because I can't play, but... Well, didn't you play Red Rocks? Am I wrong about that?
Sound really bad.
Oh, here we go.
I think so.
What? You don't know if you played Red Rocks or not?
I'm pretty sure.
Tim, we're gonna have to have a talk. And we're having the talk right now.
It was just show up and play. Show up and play.
Yeah.
But that place is. I mean, I've never seen a show there. It's my
I've
bucket
never
list.
seen a show there,
venues.
and I would love to see a show.
It's amazing. Seen a couple there.
I played there with Jason, and it was one of those.
Is this when you started drinking?
Really, before I even started drinking, but it was a really quick in and out situation. I'm pretty sure. I need to verify it.
That place is. I've always wanted to play it. I played the Ryman a couple times, but the Red Rocks was like the bucket list of all bucket lists.
You enjoyed playing that venue more than the Ryman?
And the Hollywood Bowl was cool.
Yeah. I've never played Red Rocks. I've been there. I was there. Went there with Brantley. Was out there on the bus with him and watched Keith Urban play there. But when I was with Brantley, I got to go back. And, there's a tunnel that goes from back of house up to the soundboard. Front of house. Mm-hmm. And everybody who's played there signed that tunnel. And it's like you walk through and it's like the Beatles and the Stones. And it's just.
Did you sign it?
Of course I did.
And you didn't play there. Perfect.
Absolutely not.
Traitor.
Yeah. I'll never see it again. But my name's in there somewhere.
What about outside of Tennessee, or Nashville? You got a favorite place you've ever played?
Hollywood Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd say so.
You just don't pay attention to Tim, do you?
Well, I just wanted to verify, make sure that's what you really meant.
Get a reoccurrence?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
What about studio? What's your favorite studio in town?
Oh, that's tough.
Ooh.
Sound Emporium's usually pretty great. The Curb Studio's great.
Wow.
You're just saying that because you're standing in the Curb offices. No,
I actually like the nerd. I do like the new studio.
Since they remodeled it, it's
I really
nice.
do like
I mean, it was nice before, but it's even nicer now.
It really is. Ocean Way.
Ocean Way's great. Tim doesn't like it. It's fine.
It's fun.
I do like
Everybody has their own
I'm
opinion.
not there very often.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
I don't get called to be there often.
Dark Horse in Franklin. One of my favorites.
Never been there.
It's great, man. It's really cool.
Actually, I don't think I've ever been to Sound Emporium.
Really?
Where is that one? I know I've seen it. I just can't remember where it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of anything right now.
Belmont.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You won't find.
Oh, wait. I have been. Is that where Garth Fundus used to work out of?
Yes.
Yes. Then I have been there.
You
Take that back.
It's hard to find a bad studio here. I mean, they're all pretty well done.
They tore down the old Omni today. So.
Oh,
They
that's
did
right.
Yeah.
That's the first
Rest in peace.
place I ever had a demo in with Keith Anderson.
Double XL.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, holy shit. I forgot about that.
Omni's gone.
Today.
So sad.
God rest it.
What are they going to do? Build another condo?
Yeah.
Probably.
Something stupid.
Man. Aren't they going to tear down Southern Ground too? Isn't it out of commission? Or am I totally wrong on that?
Last thing I heard is they're still using it,
Oh, okay.
but kind of like a private
But
studio.
maybe it was just up for sale and someone
It's been up for sale.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Someone will buy it and tear it
They're
down.
supposed to tear down the tin roof and all that, aren't they?
That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah.
Like redoing that.
They're
They're
going
going to tear that whole strip down, put in like what's across the street, and then like whatever businesses were there want to keep doing business.
But
Like
they put condos.
so, like Tin Roof will have a spot, and then
They're just going to put condos on top of
not
it.
Doghouse because they went out of business. But then I heard
Live Oak.
I heard Live Oak is moving 2 doors down.
They are. Live Oak is moving into where Doghouse was.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know that went out.
Yeah, man.
just recently, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt us a little bit.
Because we were just in there not too long ago, hanging out, grabbing lunch.
Yeah.
And then I think a couple days later, they announced, "Yeah, we're going out of business."
Like what? Bananas.
B-A-N-N-A-S.
Yeah. What else? What else, man? What else is good?
This whiskey.
Yeah.
Lynchburg's finest.
Lynchburg's finest, Jasper Newton. Have you ever in your life seen a wheel of shame?
So that's what that is over there.
Yeah.
Shame.
Guess what you get to do
If you've
now?
ever listened to the podcast, you will know that this is the gears. Someone stripped the gears on this. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Who was here last time? They spun it and it spun
Captain
forever.
Big Finger. Who was it that spun that so fast? It was
Prior spun it and it spun it for like 5 minutes. We're like,
he has very strong fingers. Yeah. So you just spin, and then we'll tell you what you land
It's all
on.
in code, so you're not going to know anything that it says
Yep.
unless you're really good at Wheel of Fortune. And then, but after you land on something, it'll determine your course of life moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And then we have a bonus. Oh,
wow.
Tim with the power spin.
And then you have an initiation.
I've never seen anybody with the flick of the wrist like that. That was impressive.
I mean, it's like he was ACM Guitar Player of the Year. What'd you land on?
9.
It's our ode to
Oh, boy.
the wonderful German tradition. Oh, God. Man.
What is this?
Have you ever eaten a whole pack of gum at one time and drank some mouthwash afterwards?
No.
Well, that's basically what that is. It's the Rumpelminz.
I've never had.
Oh, you've never had. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Is that did you go to Little Texas?
Yeah. So, let me get on the mic here. So, Rumpelminz is a German product.
Eins, zwei, ich habe.
You've never had Rumpelminz?
Ooh.
Have you ever had mouthwash? This is like mouthwash, but you can drink it. So, David doesn't drink anymore, so it's just going to be me and you. Cheers to Mr. Tim for coming on
Yes.
Twin Town Podcast.
Dude, yes, thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and put that in your mouth.
You got any famous cheers or anything you like to say?
I don't.
Just bottoms up. Let's fucking go.
Lord help me. How's that?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think?
He looks
You gonna
like
do it again?
It's mouthwash.
He looks like he's rethinking everything right now. And now.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
And now for the Twangtown initiation. Look at his face. Yeah, get you a swig of that. Get your mind right.
Chase that Rumpelminz, a little Jack Daniels.
So, hey, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So, this is our Twangtown initiation.
All right.
Have you ever done smelling salts before?
Never had a need, fortunately.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, you don't need to
one
right
today,
now.
but you're going to do it. So, I have right here the Atomic Rhino smelling salts.
Atomic Rhino.
So, what you're going to do is I'm going to hand this to you. And you're going to stick it about right here, chin height. And you're going to go.
That's it. That's all
And
you got to
look,
do.
It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. We've all done it. Everybody does it. You're going to love it. It's going to take you to the next level of existence.
You may win, like, another Guitar Player of the Year.
Yeah. This might be something you do before every session.
Yeah.
Maybe even before every time you track a song.
Yep.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Just hold it right up to the chin and give it a big old sniff.
I'm awake now.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you feel?
It's not bad.
What did it smell like?
Pain.
That might be the best answer ever.
Pain is the best. Dude, we've all
That's
done
strong.
it. And you don't. I mean, we made the mistake of getting it right up here.
Yeah, you should have seen
And
us the
hit it.
first time we ever did it.
Yeah.
First time we did it, we were like, okay. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Fresh bottle. Because
Yeah.
this bottle's been sniffed a few times, so it might be.
You just don't realize
Okay, it's got a little
it's
kick to
still. I can smell it over here, so I know it's still good.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, it'll make your eyes water.
yeah, it's not anything to play around with. Well,
No.
dude, thank you for coming on here and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Y'all go check him out. He's a badass. Congratulations on your big victories, and congratulations on just being a cool, probably the nicest dude
So nice.
in the history of mankind.
Okay, before we depart, real quick, any new latest releases you've played on that maybe people listening to this could go hear you play your fancy acoustic guitarage?
It's been, I think, what's the last couple things? Last Bailey Zimmerman song played acoustic.
Get that mic on your face.
Oh, yeah, the last Bailey Zimmerman song played acoustic and electric on.
Yeah.
trying to think what else has been recent.
You said Kelsey.
Kelsey,
Kelsey Hart, Bailey Zimmerman,
Nate Smith,
Nate Smith,
Chase Matthew. I saw
Chase Matthew,
Nice.
Luke Bryan.
Oh, that guy.
Lukey
That
B.
guy.
Oh, Luke.
Forgetting someone. Brian Martin. I remember.
Oh, he's the guy on the Average
Janson.
Joe's, right? That's
Yes.
kind of killing the charts right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Janson. Did you play on
Dirt Cheap.
Dirt Cheap?
I did.
Yeah. So go listen to Dirt Cheap and you'll
Our
hear
buddy
Such a
Josh
some
great-
Phillips.
amazing guitar work.
Man, they've got such great
Worst
songs
mistake
on
of my life
all
ever,
that.
right there.
Have you heard this story?
I haven't.
Tell it real quick.
Josh and I are good friends, Josh Phillips, and we'll send each other songs. So Josh sends me, he wrote Dirt Cheap, and he sends it to me like the next day. He goes, hey, man, will you send this to Lee Bryce, and, will you help me finish it? And I was like, well, yeah, man, I'll be happy to. So I listened to it, and I hit him back, and I go, dude, the song's finished. I was like, I would love to
Which was
put my
the
name
proper
on it.
answer.
Yeah.
But some people could have been greedy and said...
Some people could have been like, yeah, I'll help you put an and or a but here. I sent it to Lee, and Josh sent it to Lee, and Lee felt like he had a couple things that were close to it, and he wanted the song to have a home that would go somewhere. And I was like, Josh, man, you've got something special here. And then I sent it to Cody, and it's history. I mean, I'm so happy for that guy. I'm so proud of him, proud of that song, and I wish that I had said yes to writing on it. I wish I'd have been selfish. Damn it.
Yeah. You could have been so much richer right now, or at least in 6 months from now.
Well, in monetary riches, but not spirit. I wouldn't have felt good about
spiritually,
that.
Your cup overfloweth.
Yeah. Tim, thank you.
I have one more thing.
Well, shit,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Go right ahead.
I just
Do
thought
your
about
thing.
it. I read something on you, and it listed everything you played, and one thing that caught my eye that I have not heard was faux bro. What is a faux bro?
So I would play slide on a resonator guitar.
Yeah.
And people would keep asking me, like, hey, play dobro on this. I'm like, well, I don't really play like actual dobro.
Yeah.
So I just started labeling it in the track as a faux bro. Anytime I did
FEAUXBRO.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Where did you see that?
I don't remember.
But people are like, yeah, do that dobro thing, or do. I'm like, I stopped.
Because just about anything.
I stopped just saying, I don't play dobro. I just started doing that.
Yeah.
And I always labeled it as that.
Yeah. Anything with strings, I think you play from like ukulele to whatever. Faux bro.
Faux.
But I've never heard faux bro.
It sounds like a weird subgenre.
So are you just laying an acoustic flat and just
playing a resonator with a slide?
Oh, just straight up?
People say dobro for everything. Dobro's a brand. Resonator is the actual term of the guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. It's like Kleenex.
Dobro is a brand?
Everybody says Kleenex for every tissue paper in the world.
Dobro is a brand.
Dobro is the brand.
But it's technically called
resonator.
A resonator when you do the or when you get the strap and you're playing the guitar sideways.
Sure.
Yeah, like square neck would be kind of like what you're calling a dobro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like square
well,
neck
how does that? I mean, like if you're nominated for like dobro, like you're a dobro player, not a resonator player.
Nobody's going to know what a resonator guitar is.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Tim, dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate you being here.
Honored to be here.
Cool.
And do you have Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or any of that you want to shout out?
Friendster,
so people can follow
MySpace.
you and send you weird messages?
Yeah.
Instagram, Tim E. Galloway.
Tim E.
It's like Time Galloway because that's how my mind always reads it. But
I dig it.
Tim E. Galloway.
That's it.
Colt, tell them where they can find us.
Yes, you can find us on any available streaming platform. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Like, share.
You must like it. You must follow it. You must rate it. You must share it.
Say hi to us.
And as of recently, if you're a Spotify listener, you can also leave us a comment. And David will respond back to you with hearts and kisses.
I will. Big hug emoji. Big hug. Tim, thank you so much for being here, man.
Thank y'all.
Kids, you all have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.